Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So those of you that are new, what I like to do is hold each deck up to the camera to see if it's resonating with you. And starting with deck number 1, could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Okay. Or could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here? Or could your story or message be here in deck number 3? Is your story or message here? All right. Hope you guys have made your selection. And here we go with deck number 1. We have the Star, Daughter of Wands. Oh, 3 of Swords reverse. And I don't read reversals, but when they come out reversed, I kind of pay attention to it. High Priestess. We have 5 of Swords. Every time I use this deck, that card comes out. We have the Central Issue, Goddess of Swords. We have the 10 of Wands and Judgment. Okay. So, I feel that you guys have some sort of a calling, and it looks like you are meant to go in a certain direction, but whatever this path is that you're on, it may be a difficult path, or it's a path that requires a lot of responsibility, heavy responsibilities. And so it looks like this is your calling, though. For some of you, I feel like it has to do with also communication. You could be being called to or guided towards an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you as an air sign are being called to do some sort of work here. And whatever it is, okay, so from a spiritual standpoint, I feel that it's meant for you guys to open up and share your life with other people, or whatever gifts or abilities you have. I feel like you're meant to share that with other people. Maybe you just know how to give good advice. Maybe you want to vlog. Maybe you want to write. Maybe you want to be some sort of a motivational speaker. But whatever it is, I feel like you are being called to help others or to bring something to people's attention. I also feel like something is needing to be transparent, or there's a need for transparency. Now also, there could be something going on with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know if there is some sort of betrayal or if someone let you down. I feel like someone is maybe avoiding a situation because of something that happened in the past. I feel like someone was hurt in the past. Someone was let down in the past. And that also may have something to do with why something is a burden. Someone was disappointed before. In a love situation, I don't know if someone was not honest, or if because of their lack of honesty, it prevented the relationship from moving forward, or some sort of stagnation. Or if this is about some sort of dream that you want to pursue, if you were disappointed in the past and so there's been some sort of hesitation. I feel like something's going on where it's saying that you learn from your mistakes. I feel too like someone is secretly withholding information. Someone is hiding the fact that they're hurt or brokenhearted. Romantically, I feel like there's still a connection that you might be having with an ex. And I feel like maybe someone also wants to be open, but they changed their mind. It seems like it's some sort of delays. You also might be trying to heal or move on from some sort of a love relationship, but you can't seem to do it. Something still keeps, I feel like someone still has your heart. And you're trying to be patient. Maybe you keep saying, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to give this person an opportunity to come forward. In fact, I almost feel like maybe you are indirectly communicating with someone. Let's say this is a situation where you know they can see your social media. So you are saying things or doing things to let them know that there's an open door. Maybe you're trying to put it out there like, I'm not angry or I'm open, whatever the case is. I feel like maybe you're trying to put that out there that you're open. And I feel like this person is seeing your messages, but they're not responding. I feel like they want to, but then they change their mind. So I feel like someone has been seeing all of your messages. They're just not ready to come forward. And I feel like if this person doesn't come forward, then you are going to become guarded and defensive again. And it's going to be back to square one, where you guys are both stuck in maybe being a little hostile towards one another. Someone also may be coming off as cold-blooded or cold and distant. I feel like someone also keeps sabotaging their situation, so some form of self-sabotage. But I almost feel like someone is doing it on purpose. Again, I'm getting that energy of someone who wants you to accept them at their worst. It's like, look, you need to be able to accept me when I'm this way. You need to accept me if I have this opinion or that opinion, like, or if I post this type of picture or that type of picture. Like, I just want you to accept me, good, bad, and ugly. So someone is intentionally causing a disturbance or drama or doing things that could be hurtful, doing things that could be seen as hurtful. But I feel like they're just trying to prove that point that, like, hey, you know, accept me for who I am or just not at all. I'm also getting that there's some sort of disagreements with people around you. It doesn't just have to be romantic, but it looks like maybe sometimes it feels like people turn their backs on you, like they have nothing to say. Like, if you guys can't see eye to eye, it's just like, well, you know, if that's the way you feel, but I don't have anything to say about it, I'm just going to be silent because I just do not have an opinion. Yeah. So for some of you, I feel like the silence is the thing that cuts or hurts. It's like that's even worse. It's like someone doesn't know what you're thinking. But I also feel like maybe someone wants to know. There's also this energy of you need to read my mind. You should be able to read my mind. You should know I was talking to you. You should know I was thinking about you. You should know this. So I kind of feel like maybe there's a little pride in the way too. I feel like someone is doing everything except that one thing. They're just pussyfooting around a whole situation. Excuse me, and it could be romantic or not. It doesn't matter. Matter of fact, and I don't mean to go political, but I just had this theory. I might be wrong, but I had this theory that just kind of came over me. As my mom, she was watching CNN, because I try to avoid the news. I only really hear the news if it pop up in my feed, or if, I'm in a kitchen and somebody got the TV on. So I had this theory about Trump and him purposely causing a distraction, not because he wants to be back in office, but because he's trying to expose the system without saying anything. Instead of him saying, like, you guys, I know this, I have proof, or I have facts about this, that, and the other. You don't know nothing about your political system. I do. If you knew what was happening, if you knew the truth, so I kind of feel like he wants something to collapse on itself. So he's doing the other things to cause that. Instead, he's doing everything to collapse it except for just say it. So I kind of feel like something like that is going on. Like someone is causing some sort of disruption, either with their silence or with hurtful words, but indirectly, and hoping that something will cave in on itself. So I hope that little example makes sense to you. I feel too that this week is about you being strong. I feel like this is a week about maybe having strong opinions, and I feel like people are being divided. People are being divided, but it's like united we stand, divided we fall. Like that's really happening this week. Maybe it's some sort of a transit going on. But it does look like people are saying things, and whatever people's strong opinions are end up hurting someone's feelings. It might be you sharing your opinions, or someone around you, or this, it's just happening around you in general. Strong opinions that are causing divide, or people to become distant or offensive. And then the thing is, though, I feel like somebody's like, well, I'm just being honest. I'm just speaking my truth. I'm just putting it all out there. I'm an open book. So I kind of feel like someone is just trying to be honest, but their honesty is not being well received. I feel like someone also feels like they're awakened, and they're like, look, I'm trying to wake people up. I'm trying to give people this information so that they'll wake up, because my third eye is open. I don't know if you could see it, but she has a third eye open here. And this person's intention, male or female, this person's intention may be just they feel like they want to help. It's like, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do something very humanitarian. I'm trying to do something good for mankind. But whatever it is, it's like, it's just not being well received. People are like, I don't want to hear that. Keep your woke messages to yourself type energy. Oh my God. I didn't pick this deck, but hopefully that don't apply to me too. I just be trying to put it out there. I just want people to think. But yeah, something like that could be going on where, you feel like your efforts, people are being hurt by your efforts. That's why I personally always say to, like, when I do drop certain pieces of information, I'm not trying to wake nobody up. I'm like, those messages are for people who are on a similar path and maybe never heard that before. And that's for them. But other people that I know is not going to hear that message, I'm like, I'm being silent. I'm not saying nothing. You could say what you want to say. You could think what you want to think. So yeah, because every now and then I know I do say things that are offensive, on my Instagram, and it's just like, look, well, that message wasn't for you, so whatever. So yeah, I do feel like maybe there's going to be people who are trying to help people or inspire people, but it might not come out that way. Now I'm also getting here that, okay, now with all of that, I still feel that you guys are going to receive whatever help or assistance that you need, or something that you put out into the universe, or something that you are trying to personally manifest. I feel like you're going to get it, because I feel like the star always promises that you're going to get what you asked for, what you've been praying for. It's just that it might not happen on your time, or on your the way you're expecting it to. So while you are looking over here for something to unfold, the universe is over here like, no, you're looking in the wrong direction, but we got this, and you know, this is where your help is coming from, or these are where your prayers are coming from. So I feel like, you know, you're looking in one direction, but and thinking maybe something isn't going to happen, but it is. You also need to be patient. You know, I don't know if you need to be patient with someone that you're dealing with. You need to be patient with yourself, or you need to be patient with people around you. If there's some sort of drama going on around you at work, you're the one that maybe needs to be the bigger person, and just be patient, be quiet. Matter of fact, those of you that do feel like you have information that could help or enlighten other people, or you just know something, maybe just be quiet about it. Just move in silence, because I feel like your efforts are going to be misunderstood. So if you truly know something and you're like, I ain't saying nothing, but I know this is going to happen, or I know that about this, that, and the other, but I'm not saying, don't say nothing. If it's something that you're trying to do and you know other people are not going to believe you or are going to doubt you, don't say nothing. Just, this is one of those situations where you need to move in silence, and trust your guides, trust source, trust your overself, trust your intuition, because everything that I named is within you. Source is within you, your spirit guides are within you, and your overself, you're an extension of that. So, you know, everything is already within you. So just be patient and just keep doing whatever it is that you're trying to do or accomplish. It does indicate that maybe you are wanting to chase or pursue some sort of a dream. You might get faced with a no or some sort of delays at first, but I do feel like you just got to be patient. I feel too like someone doesn't agree with someone's appearance, really with hairstyle or hair color. I know it sounds petty, but I kind of feel like somebody is in disagreement with your hairstyle, man or woman. Somebody is just like not feeling it. I also feel like someone might be jealous around you, or don't want to acknowledge you or give you your due respect or credit, or you could be acting this way. Somebody wants somebody to get their karma. Oh, that's funny. I was just saying it. Justice. Somebody is wanting somebody to get their karma, but they're not saying anything. They're like, ooh, I'll be glad. I hope you get your karma. I'll be glad when this happened. Somebody does want payback. Also, watch your friends or the company that you keep, because somebody is not truly happy for you, or somebody in your circle may not be truly happy for you, or they might be talking about you behind your back. Also, before you make any type of decisions, make sure you're not making some sort of emotional decision. Don't rush to make an emotional decision. Be fair in your decision. Ask yourself, are you being fair? Put yourself in that person's shoes. If I was in that person's situation, what would I want? What would I expect? So before you make any type of decisions, make sure you're being fair, because the Five of Swords to me kind of indicates that pride might be in a way. Again, I'm getting the energy of people not in favor of your opinion or decisions. So you might be saying things that aren't the popular opinion. I feel like you're going to want to keep trying to prove a point. You're not going to want to be quiet. You're like, no, like, I don't have to be quiet. I don't, just because you disagree or just because this, that, and the other. I can already feel that energy. I've been there. So something's going on where I feel like you are not going to want to be quiet, or back down. And neither is the other party, but it is what it is. When it comes to romance, it does seem like someone is thinking about you. Someone still dreams about you. They still wish to be together, but they aren't saying anything. They are pretending as if they don't care, or, yeah, they just rather not say anything. And the thing is that I feel that you may still somehow be interacting with this person, like you're still interacting with their family, their friends, or a fake profile on social media. But this person still just does not have enough pride to admit that they're still thinking about you or want to be with you. Or you might be that way. You might be too prideful to admit that you're still thinking about somebody. I feel too like someone is trying to somehow manipulate you into speaking first or pursuing them. Oh my God, I don't know why I just had this little image, this situation when I was little. It's so corny. So I don't know, there was a neighbor and she was being mean to me. And me and her, I don't know, we were like 5 and 7 years old or something like that. So I was playing by myself and we was mad at each other, but I really wanted her to play with me. So I started like talking to myself and like throwing my ball down the street, like near her house, and running out and then running back like I was talking to somebody else, like I was playing with somebody to make her feel like she was missing out on all the fun. And eventually she got curious enough and came to see what I was doing. Like, what are you doing? Like, she had an attitude. What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Like, bitch, I got you to come play with me though. So yeah, I kind of feel like something like that might be going on. Somebody is playing some sort of mind games because they want you to come forward. And they're going to find a clever way to do it, unless this is your energy. Now, someone also could be flirting indirectly. I'm getting a name that starts with M, but it feels kind of like Matilda. Yeah, so the star, somebody is kind of pouring out their heart. I feel like they're trying to show you or express that they're attracted to you, or you're doing that. But like I was saying earlier, I feel like someone is not really wanting to respond. Look, they want to respond, but they don't trust you. Maybe someone, you broke someone's heart, or they lost their trust. They're very suspicious. Or you are feeling this way. You're like, no, I see what you're doing. I see what you're saying, but I don't trust you. Or it also could be that somebody is just like, well, how do I know they're talking to me? I don't trust those messages are for me. So until you come directly towards me, I'm not going to say or do anything. And so, yeah, the love situation seems like it's halted because both parties are mirroring each other's insecurities. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. And we have, I'm like, okay, that's too many reversals. Okay, the Ace of Cups. We have the Lovers. We have the Chariot. The Five of Wands. The Eight of Cups. Overall energy, the Princess of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Three of Wands. I think this is the Manga Tarot, just Manga Tarot, I think. All right, so the overall energy could have to deal with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ooh, okay, I'm noticing that somebody is headless. The person on a horse is headless. So for me, this kind of indicates that maybe someone's identity is unknown. Someone keeps their identity unknown. You can't see their head. I don't know, too, if you've had dreams about someone where you can see their body, but you can't see their head. I also feel like a strong clue of who this is. This person has Ketu, or the South Node, in the Ascendant, in the first house. Yeah. I feel like you're almost looking right at someone and you don't really know it, because you can't tell who you're talking to. Someone is coming off as faceless, but they're there. They exist. Someone also could have ghosted you, or you may have ghosted someone. So I feel like someone is longing for somebody to return, or longing to hear a response. It could be a love situation, or it could be longing to hear some sort of results or a job. Did I get the job? What are my test results? Did I pass? Like something's going on where I just feel like you're waiting, or someone is waiting for you. And I feel like at some point there is this feeling of, I can't anymore. And it looks like someone's also been leaving out a trail. Someone's been leaving out clues. That's funny how this turned out. So she's dipping her red flower in this water, and there's a trail of red petals behind this person as they're about to walk off the cliff. I feel that you might be unaware of where you're headed, but someone has been trying to get you to follow some sort of clues. And also the Fool, their eyes are covered, and then again, this person doesn't have a face or a head. Something's weird going on. You also might feel lost or clueless at times, like you don't know what you're doing. You're just kind of doing some sort of guesswork. But I also feel like you're not alone. You do have a companion nearby, whether it's a spiritual companion, or you just always have somebody that you can talk to or confide in. I almost feel too, it's like that that old Jesus Footsteps poem. I don't remember how it goes. I think I mentioned it in a reading before, but it's like an old Jesus Footstep poem where somebody thought that God had left them alone because it was only footsteps in it was like footsteps in the sand or something. And they were like, why weren't you by my side? And the poem ended like, that was me carrying you. Those are my footsteps. Like, I was carrying you. So I kind of feel like something like that is going on, where you might feel like someone abandoned you. Someone left you by your side, but you're not alone. That maybe someone crossed over and you're like, why did you leave me? Maybe it was a breakup and you're thinking that. Maybe it is about God and you're like, God, you know, why have you forsaken me? And it's just like, you are not alone. Like, get out of your head, you know. So I feel like you're not alone in your situation, even though maybe something looks bleak or you just can't see where you're headed. You really seem lost, like you don't know what you're doing or into, or what path you're on. Sometimes you can't tell that you're being guided when you are. I do feel like you're getting ready to start a new journey, or there will be a new beginning. I feel like someone is going to take a chance in love. It looks like a new opportunity to love again. Maybe you weren't ready to put yourself out there, and then something happens and you're like, you know what? I think I'm ready again. I guess I am ready for love. And so I feel like some of you are going to take a chance on love again. There's an opportunity coming with this Ace of Cups. And I feel like with the lovers here, you are choosing to take that opportunity. So I do feel like new love could be on the way, or there's going to be some sort of connection that you have with someone that feels destined. It almost looks too like you walk right into the arms of someone, or someone's been waiting for you to find them. Like you've been playing hide and seek, and this person is like, you found me. Or you've been playing Marco Polo or hot colder, whatever, any type of childhood game. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening. Like, you're getting closer, you're getting warmer, and I feel like you are going to find whatever it is that you've been looking for, whether it is romantic or any type of goal or passion or dream that you've been wanting to pursue. So you may have thought your trail was cold, but I feel like you are getting warmer. Now, also, this is still indicating that you might have a decision or some sort of choice to make. And I feel like the advice is to do what is best for you. Don't worry. This is not the time to consider, I know it sounds selfish, but it's not really the time to consider someone else's feelings. This is about you and your journey and your path. So I feel like ultimately you are doing what's best for you. It also looks like once you make up your mind, or once you make some sort of decision, that's it. You're like, this is what I'm doing. No turning back. I'm doing this, and I'm not looking behind me. Matter of fact, the Eight of Cups isn't looking behind anymore. It's like I'm walking away. I know if I turn back and look, I'll get pulled back in, or I won't do it. So I just have to keep going. So maybe too, you were having to walk away from a situation, but the minute you walk away from a situation, it opens up the door for something new. I do feel like you are going to find that emotional fulfillment that you might be lacking. It might be in a job or a career. Maybe you just want some friends. It just looks like you're going to find it, but you're having to walk away first. It also could be that some sort of decision that you're making, people don't want you to do this. People are fighting you in regards to this decision. Maybe you want to leave your job and people are like, that's a good job you got. Like, what are you doing? And you're like, nope, I can't do it. I gotta follow my heart. This is where my heart is leading me, and this is what I gotta do. And people are like trying to fight you on that, but you can't listen to them. You just have to keep going in that one direction and doing what's best for you. Now I thought of the group One Direction. I don't know none of their songs, so I can't sing it. I also feel that, oh, what is that? I'm sorry. There was, again, I'm getting like a flashback of a dream about some sort of being carried. Like I really dreamed about being on a chariot one time. But I do feel like you are being lifted in spirit, or you're being guided. Your own intuition is guiding you, regardless if you know that or not. Now, something also could be going on in regards to you being forced to come out of your comfort zone, or forced to go in a different direction. So I feel like you had plans to do something, but I'm not getting that you have to cancel a trip. It's just more so like, no, you're making it harder to reach your destination, or now because a road was cut off, it's like, oh my God, now that's going to add on an additional hour to my commute or my trip. So something's happening where the path is being made harder, but I feel like that's a test to see if you really want this. I almost feel like the more you want something, the more the universe is going to throw stuff in your trail to make sure you're really sure. Like, are you going to turn back? Are you sure? Is it too hard now? You also might feel alone on your path. And that's funny, I'm seeing footsteps again. There's footsteps in this picture. So that's something that's significant about that. About the trail that you're following, or the trail that you're on, the path that you're on. I feel like there's also confirmation that you are not alone. Someone's also been down this path before you. I feel like someone also is trying to guide you or get you to follow them, even if it's a lonely road. And that's funny, like people are doing similar things here. People have their heads down, their eyes covered. You also may be on a parallel, you and your love interests. Those of you that are like wondering about your soulmate, you guys are going through something very similar, regardless if you know it or not. I bet the minute you talk to this person, you're going to realize that you guys were going through the same things on a parallel road. And I feel like something's going to happen where you guys kind of circle, or you come around a curve, and a curve leads to this one part where you guys meet up and connect. The path that you guys have on. It seems like it's been a lonely road, a long road. You've been fighting by yourself. That's what you feel, but you're not alone. Something also seems like parallel universes too, if you want to get metaphysical. I think there's a movie called, is it Sliding Doors? It's an old movie. I think it's with Gwyneth Paltrow and I forgot who else. But it's like something happened with these doors crossed, and she was living a parallel universe. And at some point, one of her parallel personalities had to die, but it continued in another universe. So it was weird, but it was very interesting for those of you that like a little mental stimulation. So yeah, it kind of is like maybe someone is leaving one part of their life behind so that you guys can find each other, come back, circle back and find each other. Something else I was getting about this. Yeah. Like this one example I'm thinking of is I was talking on the phone with this person, and it both so happened that we were looking at the moon around the same time and had both had some sort of observation. And it just made me think like that's funny that we were somewhere around the world from each other, both looking at the moon around the same time. So I kind of feel like something like that is happening. Like you don't know it, but it is happening. You're connected, but it doesn't seem like it. And even if this isn't like about love, you know, you might feel like you're alone on your path, but you're not. Someone also feels like they can't change the past, or they're realizing that there's nothing that they can do about the past, or you feel that way, like there's nothing I could do about it. And I feel like sometimes it may make you feel sad, but all you can do is keep moving forward. For some of you, I feel like you're trying to move away, but maybe your loved ones or your family, they don't want you to. Some of you have a different calling than, you know, what other people, you just have a different life, and maybe people just don't get that. You have different beliefs and people don't get it. I just kind of feel like you guys have a calling or a premonition. Something's calling you. It's like it's time to go. It's time to leave. And maybe you're like, oh, this is going to hurt though. I really don't want to do this, but I know I have to. You know, it's like somebody going off to college. It's like, I don't want to go, but I know this is for the best. I feel like this is a situation where it's like, it hurts me more than it hurts you type energy. Or you're leaving for better opportunities. Just like, you know, when everybody wanted to come to the Americas. And it's like it was sad for them to leave their families behind, but, you know, they knew they had to do that if they wanted some sort of new opportunity. So again, you could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius. Yeah, so it looks like something is bringing two people together. It's also, again, confirming that it's something in regards to air and earth. Could be any sign, but those are the strongest two signs coming out. I feel like someone is also, if you're trying to walk away from someone, I almost feel like somebody is trying to stop you from leaving, or someone is trying to get your attention. It's almost like, but in a situation where like you want that to happen. So let's say you are on your way to the airport and you're like, if you really love me, you'll tell me to stay. And they're like, I can't, you know, so it's like, okay, I'm getting on the plane, and you're like boo-hooing and you're crying, and you get on the plane, and then all of a sudden somebody, you know, they're coming down whatever you call it, screaming and yelling like, no, don't get on, get off, or let me on the plane, I have to go too. Like something's happening where I do feel like it's some sort of last cry for help. I feel like somebody's also been very quiet about something. Very quiet about their next move, or very quiet about future plans. It could be future plans in career, love, or whatever. But I feel like somebody's been very quiet about it. I feel like someone's also making a secret trip to meet up. You might receive an invitation to something, whatever it is. I feel like you're not going to talk about it to people. You're not going to tell people that you were invited to something. You're like, I'm just going to go, and people just going to see me on TV, or people going to see me here, or, you know, people will see me in a selfie, but I'm not telling people that I'm doing this or where I'm going. So I kind of feel that somebody is doing something in secret and they're not telling people until they get there. I also feel like you may have received some sort of a gift or a present, or somebody's going to give you a gift or a present. Someone also might be wanting to apologize. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of confirmation. Something that you dreamed about, I feel like, is going to manifest. I also feel like if you've been arguing or fighting or frustrated with people, you're walking away from it. You're like, you're tired. You're tired of drama, or tired of this hostile energy. Some of you keep trying to force yourself maybe to fit in too. And I feel like at some point you're just tired of trying to fit in with people. And you're just like, I guess I'm a loner. I guess I just have to be me. So also somebody is desperately trying to get your attention, or you might be doing that. But I feel like someone's efforts are being blocked or ignored. Part of the problem, again, goes back to miscommunication or indirect communication. Someone is tired of mind games. So I feel like someone is not responding to someone's mind games, or it's like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't know who this is. Like if somebody keeps calling you from an unknown number, and at first maybe you were answering, or maybe you were playing alone, but at some point you blocked the calls, and you were like, I don't have time. I know who it is, but I'm tired of playing these games. I'm not answering that call. I'm not doing this, that, and the other. I feel like this is someone just frustrated with someone's miscommunication or indirect communication. There's also someone who causes a lot of emotional stress. Something may have something to do with someone's mother, or like some sort of feminine energy. I feel like maybe someone keeps trying to control someone with their emotions by withdrawing their emotions. So I don't know if those of you that are into astrology, I'm pretty sure you've heard about like how Pluto can be used for like power control. I feel like this might be one of those situations where someone is abusing their Pluto advantage. Like someone is dominating the other person, or someone is dangling something in the other person's face because they have the power. And I feel like someone is just like tired of it. They're like, I don't care about it anymore. I don't want to play these games anymore. I'm tired of you manipulating my emotions and my feelings, or trying to trigger me. So I feel like maybe someone is just kind of fed up with something like that, and they're not responding anymore, or you aren't responding. You know, it's just a matter of being fed up. Someone is like, I'll cut my losses. Yeah. So also it is indicating here that you do need to set boundaries with anyone that is doing that with you. Yeah, I feel like you need to set boundaries. You're also needing to stand up for yourself. And it does indicate that you will come out successful in something that you're doing, but you've got to stick to your word. You can't back down. All right, so those are the messages for those of you that chose deck number 2. All right, deck number 3, we have the 4 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, the Sun, Knight of Cups. Overall energy, we have the 8 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. All right. So with this energy, it looks like there could have been some sort of debating going back and forth. Something was going on where you were undecided. I feel like you had to kind of take a step back and take an assessment of the things that were important to you. I also feel like you maybe had to stop thinking about something. You're like, let me stop going back and forth and let me just be patient. And I feel like your patience is getting ready to pay off. Something that you've been waiting for, something that has been stagnated or delays, I feel like all of a sudden it's going to start happening really, really quickly. So if there had been delayed finances, all of a sudden your finances are going to come in. If you've been waiting to hear from whether or not you got some sort of a job or not, if you're hired or not, after all this waiting, it looks like you're going to get a response. You may even get several responses. Even if you've been waiting for, wondering when you're going to meet someone or when are you going to hear from someone, and it seems like all this time has passed, it's just like all of a sudden something starts happening really quickly. Now, off subject a little bit, I feel that pay attention to nature, because something about the nature of animals are going to give you insight in regards to something that's getting ready to happen. More so like any type of storm warning or any type of changes in your life. I feel like pay attention to those animals because they sense it before you do. Yeah. Now, something also looks like a trip or a vacation. I feel like you guys are going to get to take some sort of trip or vacation. I'm also seeing like some sort of deliveries coming to your home, like a lot of packages or anything that deals with the home that is to beautify your home. You also might have someone getting ready to move in. Also, those of you that have been waiting for sex, it's been like a long time. I feel like all of a sudden it's going to happen, and it's going to happen frequently and a lot, especially if this is your first time with someone. You guys are going to be like horny like jackrabbits. Like there's going to be like a lot of sex happening, where something could produce a baby or a child. So yeah, I feel like some of you that have been waiting for that is happening. And it even looks like Cupid's arrows are coming really fast. Fast and hard. Shoot them arrows, Cupid. So so much symbolism in those arrows too. Like I said, those arrows are flowing, and this could happen. I feel too like you guys are going to be successful. You guys are going to be getting a lot of attention. Something is yours. I feel like you're going to finally get a chance to relax and take a break and stop worrying about something that you've been worrying about. This looks good for those of you that have been wanting to also purchase a home, and you've been looking all over the place, or you've been filling out documents and you're finally going to close on a home, or you're going to get that rental space that you want, or maybe it's real estate. I feel like it's happening. Something will be made official. And I feel like it's a time for celebration. Now, also speaking of celebration, I feel like maybe something is going to happen for Thanksgiving. Something, if you're wondering about a time frame, I feel like something may happen around the time of Thanksgiving. There's going to be some sort of a breakthrough, like the race. I feel like we're crossing that finish line. It looks like there's been some sort of race going on. Maybe it's been a marathon and it's just like, oh my God, how much longer? And then I feel like the momentum picks up and then you finally break that ribbon. So I don't know what this is, but I feel that you are going to finally get that breakthrough. Now, those of you that are in relationships, it definitely looks like there's going to be a marriage, engagement, moving in together. And I say it like sex for the first time. It definitely looks like something is going to, there's going to be a breakthrough with that. Those of you that keep trying to get pregnant, I feel like you're going to get good news from the doctor. I feel like something's going to be a success, or something will be confirmed or made official. Those of you that are in a job market, or you already have a 9-to-5, but you wanted to maybe transfer, or you wanted a raise, I feel like you're going to get it. This is a yes for a job interview. I feel like, yes, you've been hired, or I feel like you are standing out from all the other applicants, and, maybe this place, it feels like home. So I feel like you are something, it's like hitting a home run. You're going to have a sense of accomplishment. Also, romantically, I feel like someone is finally getting it off of their chest how they feel about you. You might receive some sort of romantic gestures. You might have more than one option. I feel like talking about the story of Cupid really quick. The real story of Cupid, I think, aka Eros, E-R-O-S. And Psyche, I think. Anyway, just to break it down really quick, the real story of Cupid was he was supposed to shoot his arrow at this girl, and the poison arrow was supposed to make her fall in love with some beast or something. So what happened was, the arrow ricocheted and he hit himself with the arrow. But he actually ended up falling in love with the girl. So something backfired, put it that way. So I feel like this might be a situation where maybe someone was intentionally trying to throw someone off and it backfires. And it definitely, in a love situation, someone maybe tried to do something towards you, or you could have done something, and now it's like, oh my God. Let's just say, for instance, you call yourself trying to get back at somebody. You're like, I'm going to make them love me. You do some sort of crazy love spell and to somebody specific. And then it turns out that you actually put it on yourself, and now you are obsessing over that person and like so something backfired. Put it that way. In regards to government, politics, I feel like the truth is going to come out. Something is going to be revealed. Something is going to be a valuable learning lesson. So I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks like some sort of truth is going to come out, some sort of results that people have been waiting for, and something's going to be cleared. I feel like outside of that, either way, some sort of truth is coming out. You are going to have clarity. I do feel like there could be confirmation of someone being a soulmate. Maybe you felt like somebody was your soulmate. You've been thinking about this person, and you get confirmation. You're like, I knew it. I knew this person was my soulmate. It may also be confirmed like that you and someone are on the same wavelength. Now also something looks like music. Someone might serenade you, dedicate a song or a poem to you. I feel like someone is going to put you on a pedestal so that everybody knows who you are. Even if it's like even a change in status, I feel like your status is going to rise. So definitely looks like somebody might change their Facebook status, for instance, to in a relationship. And not only that, but they put your name on there, or your picture as their profile picture, or their the little background picture. So I feel like someone is getting a rise in status, or you will be made known to people, or you are doing this to someone, putting someone out there on a pedestal, making something making something that was unaware and bringing it to everyone's attention. It also looks like someone does want your attention, and they're going to do it. They're like, this should get their attention. Something also looks like the key. Like, I'm thinking about Ghostbusters, the original, about like the key master and the gatekeeper. So I feel like something happens where someone now has access to some sort of information, some sort of hidden knowledge or information. You now have access to it. Maybe someone has a very private life, and now you have access to this person's life. They could be popular, famous, have status. They might work for the government. They might be a politician. They might be a musician. But there's someone that has status. I feel like it doesn't matter if it's romantic, if this is a friend. I feel like you are dealing with someone who has status, unless it's you, like you're the one with status. Even so, I feel like your status is going to raise their status. Because of your popularity, everyone will know who your significant other is, or someone's going to know who your best friend is, or something is being like put on a map. This is very good too for those of you that are business owners. And it's like everyone will know the name of your establishment or your business. Maybe it's a family business, especially those of you that have a family business, or you're wanting to open a restaurant, or a hotel. I'm getting something about restaurant, hotel. I feel like you might be putting something on the map. You might be a first of its kind. Something is new and exciting. You also could be dealing with Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Could be any sign, but those are the ones standing out. For some of you, I feel like you're also going to be popular as an advice giver, someone who gives advice. You're getting a lot of attention for it. You might even become a motivational speaker, or that might be your goal. You might be someone who teaches others how to pursue their goals or their dreams. You might be able to give someone direction. Those of you, if you were in a relationship, but there's been any type of problems, I feel like maybe you guys sought counseling and it helps. It was a success. It's going to be successful. Those of you thinking about going back to school, I do feel like you're going to successfully pass. Something's going to be a success. I also see something being released. I don't know if someone is releasing a song that's going to be very successful. Their first video. Yeah. Something that there's some sort of big release. It's going to be good. Four of Wands also looks like maybe someone who's been very hesitant, very shy. Someone's being forced out of their comfort zone. Maybe someone, I don't know if this is you coming out of your comfort zone or you are the one that gets someone to come out of their comfort zone. Definitely seems like something could be revealed in regards to a pregnancy or a water sign. You may have a visitor, an unexpected visitor, guest, unexpected pregnancy. A new friend. You might make a new friend. Something could start off platonic and end up romantic, where there's a lot of chemistry, or there's something very intense. Something could be confirmed for you. Like, you might be surprised to find out who's following you. I feel like someone out there, some of you or someone has someone famous that's a fan. Someone is a fan of your work. Someone just finds you interesting. And I feel like this person is famous or very popular, very well known or established. I feel like this person is your soulmate, and I feel like you guys would be very good friends. Someone is coming into your life where they're going to bring out the best of you. You also may be discovering things about yourself. If it's not romantic, either way, I feel like you're discovering, something about yourself. And you might be coming off as being very funny or entertaining too. And then I was talking about something about having access. I feel like someone is going to get permission for something. It's like, yes, you have my blessing, or you have my permission. Spiritually, something could be going on where there is some sort of initiation going on. Or invited to some sort of prestigious group. I keep wanting to say that someone is getting invited to the White House. If anyone has been locked up in jail, I feel like they're getting released, or they have a release date. This also could just be some sort of mental prison where I feel like someone is finally going to break free from that. If someone has been missing you, I feel like they are going to admit that or reveal it to you. I feel too like someone has been emotionally unavailable. Now, if this is some sort of a weird situation where you were dealing with someone that was in a relationship, I feel like this person, if they have been very standoffish or guarded, I feel like it's because they've been tending to their prior commitment, their obligations. Someone also could be putting their job first. But then they're going to give you attention. I'm also getting something being made official around someone's birthday or summertime. I feel like there's a good announcement or good news on the way. Oh my goodness. This also, it definitely, someone is shy or someone has been suppressing some sort of thoughts. I feel like whoever has been feeling restrained will no longer feel restrained. Someone will be able to be themselves. And I don't know why I was getting, and they're going to thank you for it. But I do feel like someone is going to embrace their true selves. They're not going to hold back anymore. Someone is getting ready to reveal the truth or a secret. Also could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Something also happened in regards to a fire sign. I don't know if a fire sign was the cause of a breakup or separation, or a fire sign is leaving behind an earth sign, or an earth sign is leaving behind a fire sign. Somebody's moving on and they're free now. Someone is like, I'm not obligated to this anymore. So whatever you were holding on to or felt obligated to is going to be no more. It could have been a person, a job, any of you that hold on to some sort of traditional beliefs. I feel like you're going to let go of that. I see someone being crowned or nominated. Knight of Cups does indicate something romantic, or if it's not romantic, it's a confirmation about being pregnant or the expansion of your family. So also someone could be coming to the home, visiting, or you could be moving in or staying with someone. Romantically, something looks like a soul contract, or you're going to understand the purpose of your connection with this person. Maybe the purpose of your connection is to start a family, or the purpose of this connection is to carry on some sort of legacy or business or family name. Something looks like the family name must be carried on, or the family legacy has to be carried on. Something also looks like it's going to turn into an engagement or a marriage. There's still some sort of anxiety over a decision. Okay, so someone's also in denial that there's a connection, especially like a telepathic connection. Someone that's just like, this can't be true. This can't be true, but it just keeps getting confirmed, or there's going to be a huge sign that you can just no longer deny, and it's like, that's it, we're connected. I don't know what this is, but we're meant to be. This is meant to be. This job was meant to be for me. This home was meant for me. This person is meant to be my friend. This person is meant to be my partner. You know, just something, I just feel like it gets confirmed and you can't deny it anymore. I feel too like you could have been held back by some sort of traditional beliefs or something that you were, it's part of your upbringing. Your views have been shaped in a certain way, and I feel like you're breaking free from those views. Maybe you wouldn't traditionally have this type of relationship, or you wouldn't traditionally be with this type of person, or traditionally work this type of job. But I feel like whatever your excuses were, it's like, throw that out the window because this is yours, or this is happening. And I'm getting that patience is paying off for some of you, especially by the end of the month. This is supposed to be for like a week from your time. It really is timeless. The pick of cards for me are timeless. So anytime that you're viewing this situation, depending on when you view this video, just look for something to happen near the end of the month, whatever time you are viewing this video. You can expect something to happen around that time. I also see something being granted in your favor if you were doing something legally, or anything dealing with legalities, or a settlement, or forgiven of a debt even. Like you're being released from some sort of a debt. You're free to go. No more blockages. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. But hopefully those messages resonated with you guys. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.